All right, so really quickly, this is post installation, but this is what you're gonna need. This is optional electrical tape, just if you want to make the wires look a little more, I guess, neat or professional. This is if you have aftermarket door handles. It's gonna use one of these hex keys to take off the door handle. What you're really gonna need for most of it is just gonna be a Phillips head screwdriver. This is gonna take out most of your screws that hold in your door panel and your speaker. A little flathead in case you have trouble taking off the electrical clips. Also, you can use it to pry open if you have the stock handles. You're going to need to split them open. And if you do have the stock handles, you're going to need a 10mm with an extension to get that bottom bolt. Another thing, with the kit that I got, they send you these speaker covers. You're not going to need them. I didn't try to install them, but I had a feeling that they were not going to fit on the door if you do install them like that. So I have mine running just without these. I guess they're optional. If you want to, you can put them on, you can try it, but personally I didn't put them on. There'll be a couple of screws. You're gonna have one here on the side. There's also gonna be one right behind here, behind this little cover, one right there, and one right there hidden. And for your stock door handles, you're gonna have to split them apart to get through, I believe it's 10mm bolts that are deep inside. You're gonna need a long socket. All right, so this is for your stock handles. This is my old stock one. It might break when you do it. So if you're gonna reuse your stock handles, I'd recommend being very careful with them. If not, this is also a good time to upgrade your handles. But what you're gonna wanna do, I believe, I think it doesn't really matter which side it is. You're gonna get on the side with a flat object, flathead if you have one. If you have a trim tool, you can use that too. Just anywhere wherever this can pop open. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it on the easy side because I already have it off and it's not like it's on my car. So you're gonna pop it open. Once you have it open, one of these sides is going to be, I believe it's this side is still in. This side is going to be still in. This is where your 10mm bolt's going to be sitting in there, like that. You're going to need to get your socket. This is, I believe, the bottom one because it's deeper in there. The top one's easy. It's just, you don't need an extension for that one. But once you get those out, this thing comes out. There's also a little, this little screw right here, this little hole, has a very tiny screw that you need to undo before you can take the door panel off. I can link a video from AutoCity Imports. It'll explain it in more depth. You'll also have the visual. But this is just a quick rundown in case maybe you've done it before and you just forgot. So once you undid all of the screws that I showed you before, you're going to want to pull the door panel from the bottom up. And once it comes off, you're going to just disconnect the electrical connectors that are holding in your window power controls. So here I'm just undoing the stock screws that hold in the stock mount. The kit that they give you comes with a mount that will fit the speakers that you buy. You're going to want to keep those 4 stock screws. They give you a whole bag of screws, but you don't need to use most of them. Just keep these 4 screws because those are actually going to work with the aftermarket mount. After I take off this last screw, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the electrical connector. The kit they give you comes with an adapter, so there's no cutting involved. It's just simply plug and play. The next thing you're going to see is how to connect the aftermarket harness. You just plug it into the speaker that they give you, and it's plug and play with your stock factory harness. And also here's the diagram showing you that the white cable goes to the positive connector, the black one goes to the negative connector. So it's going to be white to positive and the black one to negative. So the positive one, you can't mess it up. It's going to be fatter than the negative one. And it's also labeled right there on the little connectors. You can see positive, the little plus. It's kind of hard to see because the wire's in the way, but plus is right there. The negative is right there. So yeah, this fat one goes on there like that, -1 goes in there like that. When you're pushing them in, you got to push it in until you hear a little click. There it is. Sorry if that wasn't in frame, but once you have those ready, they're going to go ahead and reroute through this little piece right here. So you're going to want to orient it that way it lines up with these slots showing. This top one, this one on the left, this bottom one, and this is going to have 2. You're going to want to leave 1 because that's where the wire is going to run out from. So before you do this, make sure you have that aftermarket harness routed through the mount already. I didn't do that here, but it's going to be coming up in the next clip where I reroute it. But just to save yourself the extra time, do that first. And here I'm using the black screws and the speed clips that they provide in the kit. Alright, I forgot a step. This wire needs to go through first. So actually do this wire part first before you mount the speaker, because these two are going to fit through there. And that's going to give you that clearance you need to go ahead and connect it on your door. So the setup's going to look like this from the back. Those 2 wires are connected. They're going out through that little slit. Okay, this is what your speaker should look like all assembled. Positive, negative back there. Here's your little speed clips and the screws. Here it is from the front. Okay, let's get this mounted on the car. When you're screwing the speaker back in, there might be a little bit of a clearance issue with the speed clips in the back. You're just going to want to orient them in a way where they don't interfere with the stock frame. Also, before you put everything back on, it's a good idea to test your speakers out. I didn't have any issues with mine, but you never know. So here's what the finished product is going to look like. I added some electrical tape to the harness, so it looks a bit more, I guess, factory or OEM. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and here's a sound test coming up. This is the settings that I had the sound test on. So I had the volume right at 25 for both. Sub punch 1, bass 1, mid 1, treble 1. Everything else was set to 0, and everything else was normal. So I do have the Rockford Fosgate. I believe it's called the 6-speaker sound system. This is like the premium sound package that came with the upgraded version of the Eclipse. I just wanted to let you guys know that, just in case there's any differences in your system versus my system. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. I'll link my socials in the description. Other than that, thanks for watching.